We got a lot of brothers and sisters, man, who they losing their life, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them losing their soul. And we just trying to get to a point where we try to figure out like what's going on. Mentally, we have decided that we're not going back into that system. We decided that we ain't really trying to put nobody in no box and we ain't trying to go in no box, right? So we had to make some changes. Y'all had to make changes to really start thinking like that, man. And those changes look different for everybody. So when he had the idea, man, bro, I want to bring these brothers and sisters together, man, we want to have an open conversation, and we look at y'all as the cure.
I know when y'all was like this, y'all like this, but a little like this at that time, and I know each one of y'all, the stuff y'all was going through. Y'all was out of control. Everybody was in this room can't sit here and say, Wayne, that's why I called you. I knew who was out of control. But y'all here today. Just tell me real quick, how was you feeling at that time?
I was representing my neighborhood.
Rebellious.
Representing your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Rebellious.
Anger. Surviving.
I said my friends were my family at that moment. It was because they labeled a lot of us as gangs, or the hoods we were affiliated in a negative way. We were friends, and some of us were family. We survived off just supporting each other or just being. Some of us had parents in the household, but wasn't there physically, where some of us had parents who was not there at all, but because, come to my house, you gonna eat the night. We was surviving because we supported one another.
It was a village back then. It was.
Let me ask y'all this. When the beef started, where did they start at?
The club, the go-go school.
It's
And it's a
school,
generational
metro.
It was a generational thing too. Because when we came together, we
I don't even feel like it.
Hold on, every talk. Hey, hold on, one person
when
at
we
a time.
came together, we couldn't pinpoint exactly where a beef was. Just a generation thing that carried on. Just as now we watch the beef, but now they still beefing the younger generation just because it's a generational thing.
You touch one, you touch all. If he go out and I'm with him, y'all not touching him. We all going.
And you gotta think about it like this too, Wayne. Once we leave the school, we all about to go right back to the same place. Some of us, like Sakina said, we even probably about to go to her house, or she about to come in our house. So we all, once we leave here, we all gotta go right back to the same place, all together.
No, I'm saying like at one point it's like you couldn't stop. Because then like I know for me, you was caught up. And like you got your friends and they like, oh, you ain't with it. So it's like, oh, your loyalty resides with them, so you had to do what you had to do, even if you didn't want to do it.
And some people was pressured into it, and they
that most of us beef because everybody was in competition of who would go to hard. It was just my loyalty to my hood what got me in the front for everything. You know what I'm saying? Because all you gonna hear my name all through. I mean, I done beef with them and everybody in here.
One at a time, y'all.
The drugs is a major issue. You know what I'm saying? Like we done had K2 and all that back when we was growing up and all the synthetic drugs that they got going on right here.
They got guns now.
And they got a lot more guns. We grew up on fighting. When people start not playing fair, then that's when we start not playing fair. You know what I'm saying? But the morals and principles change, and the reason why I say the reason why it really changed because the feds, the police, they get a lot of the real dudes who have voices and opinions. They remove us off the streets. So they think it's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing to them, but it's also gonna become a bad thing as well. Because if you taking this person who got a voice in their hood off the streets, leaving everybody else just to run wild.
No, it's really is having a major impact. Like you said, like we've been dealing with trauma for generations. I mean, like, you know, being neglected, being abused sexually, physically, and so forth. We've been dealing with that, and we still dealing with that today. But now people are really sitting and soaking themselves in the drugs.
So like what both of y'all just said really captures how this stuff is happening in our communities, where it's this trauma is being passed down, right? And these vacuums continue to be created, right? Like my father's been in 30 years this year. We gotta go even harder with this next generation because they had less poured into them. So morals and principles, the value system wasn't given to them. A lot of them ain't going off the path. They never was on the path. The little dude, 14, 15, he need a job.
So we basically here what for like a cure, basically, right?
Yeah.
For any disease, right? Any cure for a disease, everybody can be saved. What saved me is like being around little stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like and other little things like training programs, like little pre-apprenticeships, even though, you know, they ain't really give me no job and stuff like that. I realized that, you know, the virtue of life is money. You know what I mean? They say money is the root of all evil, but I think money is a cure. You know what I'm saying? Like, college is not for everybody. You know, for me, like I did a 4-year apprenticeship. I love what I do. I make $35 an hour, you know what I'm saying? I'm a builder engineer. But it took a lot for me to, you know what I'm saying, grow to where I'm at, you know, right now. You know what I'm saying? So when I get into it with somebody now, it's like, damn, I gotta turn, you know, I turn the cheek and say.
It's so much hidden talent when you go to the prison system, but when you see, it's like, it took for them to go to prison to show this type of talent. Who wanted to go to a barbering or a cosmetology program? Who want to be involved in photography?
And for them to be around that, they gotta be around this. People that's
true.
whispering in their ear about these different.
Those options that y'all speaking about, they actually exist. But it's about the messenger that's gonna make me believe in it.
Things like a lot of our young people, they never leave out their neighborhood, so we can't expect them to think outside the box or think of policies or think about laws and stuff. I know when I was young and with Pizza Holics, we went out advocating for the gun laws and things like that. Them type of things right there just exposed and opened my mindset. We went out to Alabama and things like that. You know, it made me think that, you know, it's bigger than this. You know, we gotta let our people know that it's bigger than DC, because DC just a dime. Even when I went out to school, you know, in South Carolina and coming back to the city, I still felt like, you know, I made a big transformation just learning some things that I learned down there. They gotta stop making these stuff normal. Like, it's not really normal. Like, the things that we see and experience, and we grow up thinking that it's normal, and the same thing goes into the next generation, and it's not true.
You got the little youngins around the way they out of control, you feel like you don't want to be bothered with them.
Your patience right there. You might say something to him, but your patience started right there. You like, man, I'm tired of talking to you at this point.
You see what she said? Oh, listen.
Cause, like, I feel like we all been through stuff, and I'm just like everybody else. I'm trying to make it. Like, every day I look in the mirror. Like, right now I'm in law school. I go to Howard Law School. Every day, like, I sit around people who have no idea what we go through.
Exactly.
And so, like, I'm just humble. Like,
everything that y'all say she wasn't gonna be, she turned it around.
Before, I'm gonna give everybody one chance to just say one thing about one person that grew up with you that's not here.
I'm gonna say Debo, man. You know what I'm saying? Debo played just like a big part of our life, man. But like, you know, he did. You know what I'm saying? So
See my man Chuck here.
Okay, who get it?
I say Pico.
The little dudes from the cave.
Okay.
Smiley and them.
They not here because of the stuff that's going on in the street. And this one, the same little youngins that's right there right now, out there gonna be dead. And we ain't doing nothing but saying, I ain't got nothing to do with it. As long as I get my kids, we go in the house, and I ain't got nothing to do with it. But somebody, they ain't trying to help that child. Somebody need to help.
sometimes they do. They just don't listen. Like,
Now, I understand. Listen. Crap, you didn't listen to me.
I did.
Hold on. We're going more personal. Crap, I had to come down there 50 times to tell you to stop doing what you're doing. But guess what? I didn't give up on it. But that's the same thing y'all can do with them youngsters in the street. Stop looking at them as somebody that I don't want to be bothered with. But next one, they can be dead, then you can sit down. I could have said something. Let me tell you something that y'all didn't think about back in the day. When y'all was beefing, y'all didn't think about the beef was mine too. I'm from Chopper City. So when them youngins beefing, I'm minding my daggone business. I'm trying to do right. I done went to jail 50 times. I'm trying to do a good dude now. But they beefing. When I'm walking to the store with my mother and I'm talking, now I got to duck and hide because of y'all beefing. Y'all don't think about that.
But it's just the generation just changed. Like the men not men anymore.
It's a lot of
And it's a lot of role reversals too.
Missy got something to say.
The whole world changed completely. Back then we could have normal conversations, face to face. We don't pick up our phone. We all in the one room. We talking. It's just the world is so different now. Then you got all these social media platforms. So I just feel like where we was earning our respect, people are wilding for respect now. So you just got people doing stuff. So hey, look at that person. Like look at him. And it doesn't matter that what they doing is not right. It just it give them that recognition that they won. It doesn't matter that it's not from people who doing the right thing or important people. It's just you got people see these people like, oh, they doing it. Oh, you seen Youngin? You seen him do that? Or you seen wah. And it gets them up. It makes them go do the next thing. And then you just got a person that is talking about it. Even though like they might not agree with it, but oh, my name ringing. Yeah, you heard about me. Like,
You heard about me?
It it was more of a purpose back then. Now I just think it's just super foolish. It could be the smallest thing where a person feel like they gotta take it to a whole nother level and just prove a major point, and it just doesn't happen.
For you to come inside my hood and look for me, like, they wouldn't try to come in there.
Yeah.
So they'd send you in here. I'd be like, man, who this little tough dude, man? I think he coming in here. So what day they at and that? But the braveness, the mentality that you have, that you can, made people respect and love you the way we do now. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta have leaders that meet them same kind of criteria, because if not, it's gonna fail.
And we're gonna say what you think that can help these youngers out there.
My name is Davina.
They call you.
They call me Pooh. I grew up around Chopper City. But right now I am a social worker with Child and Family Services, so I investigate child abuse and neglect. Right now I'm just really focusing on being a mom. So in regards to like what Lexi said, like I haven't really been giving back, primarily because like last year or so, you could have caught me in the street still fighting. But since I have become a mom, I have become like a really different person, because I had to dig deep to begin to figure out where my anger came from. And because of that, like, you can't catch me in no street. You can't catch me on no block doing none of that. So my next steps is really to work on giving back, doing the mentorship. We doing a back to school drive around Chopper City for next year or whatever. So I got some big things coming. So
So my name is Monica Voss. I'm the Woodland Terrace community. Right now I work at DC Housing Authority. I'm the community navigator / youth coordinator. So what I do is basically we create programs for the youth. We do scholarship programs. We have our own summer youth program that I supervise. And I basically navigate 4 housing authority properties and connecting the residents to resources. And I'm also an ANC commissioner, so my main goal is just, like, my purpose is just to get the resources and get them out there to the people that actually can use them. I actually brought some of my young men from around Woodland. I actually got them hired at DC Housing Authority.
I'm Sakina, or back then it was Penny Proud. The neighborhood that I grew up in was Water Place Connoisseurs. Today I'm full-time mom, and I wear proudly, I'm a full-time prison wife. I'm all about reinventing and revamping Saving Our Sisters, because, man, if the youth needed more, the girls that's growing up to be women, they need it more than anybody, because we the nurturers, we the teachers, let the men be the maintainers, protectors, and providers.
My name Misty. I grew up in Robinson Place. My name Misty. I grew up in Robinson Place. I just think the world needs more love.
Big Tom, I'm saying.
Push the
tall, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I was, what was up? So like, yeah, I'm from Robinson Place, South Florida.
BJ from Traverse City. A lot of youngers come to me, you know, 'cause they know what I used to do to what I'm doing now for advice and stuff. You know, they ask me what should I do, what's, you know, where to work at and all that. One young he was in, locked up. He's saying he got his barber license or whatnot. And he's like, what should I do? You know, I'm like, don't you got a barber license? I'm like, man, work at a barber shop until you figure out what you want to do. So every time I go get my haircut, he be like, man, thank you, BJ, whatever, man, I just think, like, the youngers just need a listener and somebody to give them advice.